Already we discussed number system. First chapter, number system. In the number system, how we can represent rational numbers in the decimal form and decimal numbers in the rational form also explained, and the irrational numbers, if they are in denominator, how to rationalize, that also explained. Today what I am going to explain means, in the previous classes we already completed how to represent rational numbers on the number line. Rational numbers, representation of rational numbers on the number line we have explained in the previous classes. Now today I am going to explain how to represent irrational numbers on the number line. Okay, and now irrational numbers means root 2, root 3, root 5 and so on. They are called irrational numbers. Those irrational numbers you have to represent on the number line. Example, represent root 5 on the number line. Represent root 5 on the number line. For that, you see, this is a scale. In this one side centimeters and another side inches will be there. Okay, so for representing root 5 on the number line means we have to draw a ray using scale. OA ray you draw a ray and take 2 inches on this base you have to take 2 inches. 2 inches means one side centimeters will be there in the scale, another side inches will be there. So you have to take 2 inches. So I am taking 2 inches. Take 2 inches. Take 2 inches, 2 units. Name it as X. First draw ray OA and take OX with 2 inches. 2 units we kept, and through X you draw a perpendicular line 90 degrees. Using protractor you can draw 90 degrees. Construct 90 degrees XY ray with 90 degrees. With protractor you can draw. Otherwise, you know already learned in 8th class how to construct with ruler and compass 90 degrees. That you can do it. So construct 90 degrees through XY ray with 90 degrees. OXY is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, and then on XY ray you have to take again 1 inch. 5 root 5 means base you take 2 units and height you can take 1 unit. That means 1 inch you take. Inch side, inches. One side centimeters will be there, one side inches will be there. You have to take 1 inch. That is XZ. XZ 1 unit. Okay. And now you join Z O. OZ you join. OZ you join with scale. The length of OZ is root 5 units. How you get means, what type of triangle it is, you know? This is a right triangle OXZ. OXZ is a right triangle. In this is a base. OX is 2 units and height XZ equal to 1 unit. We take inch. Remember, once a centimeter, don't take centimeters means small units. Inches means somewhat big. 2.5 centimeters equal to 1 inch. That's why I take 2 units means 2 inches base, height 1 unit. Okay, and then if you join, this is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse length equal to root 5 units. This is a right triangle. In a right triangle, already you know Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem? The square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So now I am giving explanation part. How we got this root 5, OZ equal root 5, triangle OXZ is a right triangle by Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is right angle opposite of right angle is opposite of right angle is hypotenuse. The square of hypotenuse, that means OZ whole square is equal to square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Other side is OX whole square plus XZ whole square. OX whole square plus XZ whole square. And now OX length already we took 2 units, 2 inches, 2 whole square plus XZ length we take 1 unit, 1 whole square. Understand? And now 2 square means 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1 square means 1 1s are 1. 1. 4 plus 1 5. Okay. Now OZ square equal to OZ whole square equal to we got 5. Then OZ equal to square you are transformed to that side RHS. Then it becomes root. So OZ equal to root 5 units. That's why I told here we got root 5. But we have to represent it on the number line. That's why you take with compass. Taking with compass OZ length, keep like this and draw an arc. Draw an arc like this. This point is there na. This is a point P. This is a point P. OP length represents root 5 units on the number line. Hence, therefore, P represents root 5 on the number line. Understand? This is the representation of irrational numbers on the number line. Okay. This is one of the example. I took root 5. And one more example. We can take root 8 also. Okay. Root 5 completed. Okay. Once again you see. First what it means, I draw ray OA. And then I took 2 units. I put X with 2 units using inches. And then through X I draw a perpendicular line that using 90 degrees protractor or ruler and compass. Generally came into 9th class. You can take with ruler and compass. How to construct 90 degrees, you know. Through XY ray you draw with 90 degrees. OXY equal to 90 degrees. After that on XY ray you take again 1 inch. 1 unit you take, that name it as Z. XZ equal to 1 unit. Then join OZ. Then this triangle OXZ is a right triangle. Then this is the side opposite to right triangle is the hypotenuse. OZ is the hypotenuse. Then the length of the hypotenuse equal to root 5. How we got means this is the explanation part. This OXZ is a right triangle by Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem means in a right triangle the square of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is here OZ. OZ whole square equal to OX square, one of the side OX whole square plus XZ another side XZ whole square. OX value is 2 whole square plus XZ is 1 whole square. 2 square means 4 plus 1 that equal to 5. So OZ whole square equal to 5. OZ equal to root 5 units. But here this is a length root 5, but you have to represent on the number line. That's why you take with compass OZ radius, OA center, you draw an arc like this. This arc I have drawn. Here I got a point. OP distance is equal to root 5 units. Hence P represents root 5 on the number line. Okay, this is one of the example how to represent irrational numbers on the number line. Now I am going to take one more example, that is representing root 8 on the number line. Understand everyone? Are you following? Observe the video clearly and you can understand. You can note down also this one. And one more example, that is example 2. represent root 8 on the number line. Root 8 also irrational number only. Cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. The numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, those numbers are called irrational numbers. The numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q, those are all called rational numbers. But here, the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, those are all called irrational numbers. Now these irrational numbers, how we can represent on the number line? Already we did root 5. Now I am going to do root 8. For this, again, solution. Again, don't take centimeter side very small, you take inches side, inches there na. So I have to take root 8 means on the base I have to take 2 units. First draw our ray using scale. Name it as OP now. For this you keep OP, ray OP, scale, and then take 2 inches. 2 inches you take. And now you put here, this is A. Take OA 2 units. And now through O, through A, you draw a perpendicular line. Means now I am explaining by rule and compass how to construct 9 degrees. With A as center, your convenient radius, draw an arc like this with A as center, and again you keep now your compass here, same radius, draw an arc 60 degrees, again keep your compass, draw one more arc 120 degrees, same radius 60 as center, one more arc, and 120 as center, another arc you draw. Then now you construct 90 degrees. This name it as AB ray with 90 degrees. This is the construction of 90 degrees using ruler and compass. We did in 8th class. We learned in 8th class. Construction of 90 degrees using ruler and compass. In all the multiples of 15, we should construct with ruler and compass only. 9th and 10th class students compulsory, because you learned in the previous class, 8th class, how to construct with the ruler and compass. Okay. So now AB, you draw a perpendicular line 90 degrees. OAB equal to 90 degrees. For 5, we take here 1 unit. Why you take? How you know that, sir? You take 1 unit. We have 2 units means just keep in mind Pythagoras theorem. Previous 5 means 5 equal to 2 square plus 1 square. That's why I take base 2, height 1. Now 8 means 2 square plus 2 square. 2 square means 4. 4 plus 4, 8. Like that you have to keep in mind. And base I take 2 and height also I take 2 inches. Okay. Take height also 2 inches. Now inches. Take inches. Scale 2 units. Centimeters very small. That's why I am taking inches. Okay. Name it as C here. 2 units. AC 2 units, 2 inches, OA 2 inches. Now join OC with scale. Understand? Just follow. Now this OC is the hypotenuse in this right triangle. So now this length we get as root 8 units. And then with OC as radius, OA as center, you draw an arc. That arc where it touches, here it touches, name it as Q there. Our Q represents a root 8 on the number line. Our Q represents root 8 on the number line. Now how you got root 8? OC means, this is the explanation part. Triangle OAC is a right triangle like previous amma. Right triangle means immediately you have remember Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, in a Pythagoras theorem, the side opposite to right angle is called the hypotenuse. So here hypotenuse is OC. OC whole square is equal to OA whole square plus AC whole square. The square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. The other two sides are OC and AC in this right triangle OAC. Okay, OA equal to take 2 units, 2 whole square plus AC also you take 2 units, 2 whole square. 2 square plus square means 4. 2 square means 2 into 2 4. 4 plus 4 8. OC whole square is equal to 8 units. OC is equal to root 8 units. Hence, OC length equal to root 8. With OC as radius, we draw an arc with OS centrally. Keep your compass here and draw an arc. Where it touches your ray, baseline ray, OP, where it touches, at Q it touches. Hence, Q represents root 8 on the number line. Understand, children? Suppose root 2 also you can do same only. You have to take 1 inch both sides. Root 2. Root 3 means you can continue. Root 3. Root 4 is not rational number. Root 5 I told. Root 6 means first of all you have to construct root 5 and then you have to take 1 inch and you have to construct. You can construct by square root spiral also. This representation of irrational numbers in a square root spiral also we can explain. And then and now next topic is this is the representation of irrational numbers on the number line. Okay, now we are entering into another concept, that is how we can visualize the decimal numbers, terminating decimals and non-terminating repeating decimals also on the number line. Visualize and magnifying the terminating decimals and non-terminating repeating decimals also on the number line. That we are going to learn now. Okay, understand this one? Representation of root 5 and root 8 on the number lines. Okay. Now terminating decimals means this is the term decimal terminates. For example, we have exercise 1.4 in the textbook. Visualize .765 on the number line using successive magnification. Using a successive magnification. That means first the solution for this, you should draw a number line with pencil only. Draw the number line with pencil only. First draw a number line. You know, in the number line first this side negatives and that side positive. 0 must be there. 0. There are no negatives. Decimal means -1. 3.765 means this 3.7 is lies between whose numbers, that you have to identify first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where it lies? 3.765 is lies between whose numbers? Can you know? Between 3 and 4. The number lies between, this decimal number lies between, in first step, it lies between the whole part, between 3 and 4. So, we should put like this. The number, you can write like this, 3.765. This is the first step. It lies between 3 and 4. And then, and next second step, again draw number line. -1, 0. And now, whole part over. Now we are entering the first decimal part. 3.7 means it lies between, next 7.6 is there. 7.6 means it lies between 3.7 and 3.8. So 1, 2, 3. Next 3.5, 3.6, 3.7. We are magnifying means we are searching the number on the number line. We are going 3.7 and then 3.8. 3.9. Next 4. First we change between 3 and 4. Now it is 3, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8, 3.9. So it lies between 3.7 and 3.8. So 3.765 lies between 3.7 and 3.8. So we got first decimal place. And again you draw one more number line. After second decimal place, 765. 765 means it lies between 3.76 and 3.77. So again draw number line. We are going magnifying, we are searching the number 3, 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.75, 3.76, 3.77. So the number lies between